Dr. Jiten Banveer, and behalf of all Sage family, I welcome you for this guest session. And I just wanted to give you a brief resume introduction to all my students and participants here. So, is presently working as a principal at Government College of Pharmacy at Aurangabad, and he has also worked as a principal at Government Pharmacy Amravati, and now also as a professor of pharmaceutics at Government College of Pharmacy Aurangabad. Sir has did his PhD in the year 2000 from Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya, and his BPharm and MPharm is he has done from both from Dr. H.S. Gaur University, Sagar. Sir has number of professional credits, publication in international national journals, almost 21 national and in 51 international publications, and number of books he has already published, and almost 55 presentation he has did. And sir has a research, wide research aspect as well. He has did his research in NDDS, solubility prediction, molecular modeling, optimization, computer application in pharmacy. Apart from this, he has supervised number of MPharm projects and industrial projects, research project undertaken, and staff development program sponsored by AICTE. And almost he has done 5 guest lectured. Sir has professionally skilled in computer programming, modern analytical techniques, including IR, UV, NMR, spectroscopy, DSC, auto titrator, HPLC, gas chromatography, web-based education, and he has number of life membership in various professional bodies like Indian Pharmaceutical Association, Association of Pharmaceutical Teachers of India, Institute of Science and Technology Education, Computer Society of India, Association of Community Pharmacists of India, International Society of Lyophilization, International Society of Analytical Scientists, and sir is an active social member as well. Sir has participated in various camp as a like food and adulteration detection camp in various villages, blood donation camp, anemia detection camp, communication camp, and number of other credits to his account. So without taking much of time, Lodi sir is there, so he would say a few words about sir, and then we'll proceed for the expert session. Lodi sir.
लोधी सर आप म्यूट हैं सर.
हेलो. हाँ डॉक्टर साहब.
जी सर. ओके.
हाँ मौर्य जी. मौर्य सर. On behalf of Sage family, I welcome you on the occasion of this webinar presentation. And also I would like to thank you very much and congratulations on this occasion. And जन्मदिन की बहुत सारी शुभकामनाएं मौर्य साहब को. आपका स्वागत है. Welcome, and you can start the lecture. Thank you.
We also have a Pathak sir with us. Pathak sir, please have a words about the Maurya sir. Pathak sir. Pathak sir. Pathak sir, are you hear me?
हो गया नहीं सर. दिख रहा है क्या उसमें?
हाँ पाठक सर.
जी सर. बनवीर सर है सर.
बनवीर सर है.
या
मेरा वीडियो ऑन नहीं है. Maurya sir, very good afternoon, and myself Dr. Jitendra Banveer. I am the director of the institution, and on my personal behalf and on behalf of the complete entire SIRTS Pharmacy and Sage family, I want to welcome you sir officially. I don't know why my video has not been able to see here, but this is my official invitation, and I request you to please proceed for today's function. And जैसे लोधी sir ने अभी बताया, we wish very happy grateful birthday to you sir, and we expect that these similar kind of blessing will always be there from your side. We had an interaction once when I was working at Barkatullah University. You had visited there as a guest speaker also and to take the examination. So I don't know whether you'll be able to recall and remind me there. But this is my official invitation, and I request you to please proceed for the today's session. And I extend my heartfelt thanks to you for accepting our invitation to deliver this particular talk over here. Thank you very much, sir.
Respected Payal Madam and my dear friend Jitenji, thank
Yes,
you
sir.
very much. Am I
Yes.
audible to you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure,
of course.
sir. Very much.
Really?
Very much.
All participants are requested, please mute your microphone so the session continue.
Post, you can mute all the other you can mute all the other speak mics
Okay, sir.
from your side.
So, good morning, everyone.
सर का अनम्यूट कर देना नीलेश
जी सर,
मौर्य सर का भी
बिल्कुल। हाँ, हो गया।
Hello, Nilesh ji.
जी, चालू है सर।
Okay. Good morning, everyone. So,
Good morning, sir.
can we proceed?
प्लीज सर, प्लीज।
Nilesh ji, are you able to see my screen?
यस सर।
The screen is there?
यस, ये स्क्रीन इज विजिबल सर।
Visible, na?
यस सर।
Okay. So, now I will start.
यस सर।
So, my dear students, good afternoon. Today, I have got an opportunity to meet you for the session that is the drug interactions. Actually, drug interactions is a part of pharmacology in our syllabus, but in real essence, the study of drug interaction begins when we start the study of pharmacy in first year. That what we say, that is the dispensing pharmacy. Before going for actual discussions of drug interactions, I advise you that we should try to understand few commonly used word in our daily life so that the idea of drug interaction will not be distorted. The most common word in our daily life we use side effect of the. So when we say side effect of a drug, we are normally focused to the effect of a drug which is unintended and which is usually detrimental, and the consequences of the drug to which you don't expect. And for all those effects, you just bunch them and you say that they are the side effect of the drug. Second parallel word to which we use, that is the adverse effect of the drug. Normally, the word adverse effect is used for untoward, unintended, and possibly causing the harm to the body. They are the effect. Normally, we use the word adverse effect. Being more technical, we have one more word. That word is known as AE. And normally in the hospital, this word is used for the adverse event. So whenever in hospital or in therapy, a drug is given and it is said that you are experiencing something which is not required or to which you do not expect, that event is known as adverse event. For example, you have taken one drug of anti-hypertensive effect and you feel that there is a swelling in the ankle. You say that swelling is adverse event after taking that drug. Higher version of adverse event is known as ADE. Now there is a clear-cut difference in between AE and ADE. ADE refers to adverse event once it is associated with a drug. Although this is a word, but the use of this word has got lot of legal consequences. Adverse event can be a symptom, but ADE is not merely a symptom. That symptom is correlated with the drug. So unless and until the responsible factor of the drug is not given, we never use the word ADE. Once ADE is seen and it is repeatedly observed in many individuals, then we use the word ADR. ADR is said as adverse drug reaction. So we can say ADR to which we observe in a clinic, but legally we cannot claim it is an ADR. Such type of all reactions should be reported to the central health body, and after making the statistical study, those reactions which are said as suspected ADR are converted to the ADR, and they are communicated to the society as declared ADR. So when you say adverse drug reactions, the meaning is that they are officially released guideline about a drug which should be treated or considered in the treatment. Once the drug crosses all these traveling journey from side effect to adverse effect till ADR, then the real job is of a pharmacologist, the use of the word drug interaction. When we say word drug interaction, actually speaking, we are referring the pharmacological or clinical response to the administration of a drug combination from that anticipated from known effect of two agent when given alone. The meaning is that when you give two or more drugs, the expected effect of the drug is not observed and other than expected effect is observed. So the meaning is either the effect is not seen or more effect is seen. Sometimes that more effect may result into the toxic response or unwanted response. All those type of the response are known as drug interaction. But whenever the drug is given and such type of the adverse effect are observed, actually speaking, they may not be related only with the drug. If it is because of the combination of the drug, then you say it is a drug-drug interaction. But it is not necessary that interaction with the drug is there. There can be many factors which can cause drug interaction, to which we shall see in the subsequent slide. Just I am taking a pause. Dr. Jain.
Yes, sir.
Whether I am audible and clear?
Yes, you are audible, sir. And the PowerPoint is also visible.
So everyone is comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Can we give the opportunity to someone to speak if they want to ask anything?
Any participant want to ask any question, please raise your hand, then I will unmute you. Or maybe you mute yourself.
They can raise the hand. Okay. So I'm continuing.
Yes, sir.
So the first of all, we should try to ask one basic question, that what is the reason that you observe adverse drug reactions? What may be the reasons for it? So it is the point where we should introspect ourselves, being pharmacist. The first major cause of adverse drug reaction is self-medication. We have a tendency to treat ourselves with our common experience or knowledge or advice of someone, and that is one of the major reasons of ADR. Second major reason is treatment which is given by semi-qualified paramedical staff. Many of the time, the nursing staff or the medical store person, they give you that you take this medicine and they don't understand, and that results into ADR. Third major reason is that when, especially this is the case of a geriatric person who is very old and they are suffering from many complications, not one disease. They have many complications. Sometimes they have a fever, sometimes they are having a headache, they are having stomach ache or piles or swelling in lower extremities. So to treat multiple complications, the prescription list becomes very lengthy. And whenever you go to a doctor, he gives you a new drug. So piling up of the drug in single prescription is one of the major reason of ADR and drug interactions.
सर आपका जो वेबकैम है वो थोड़ा ऊपर चला गया है सीलिंग के पास, आप थोड़ा नीचे करेंगे, आप फेस नहीं दिखाई दे रहा आपका.
My website. Intentionally I keep it like that.
Okay,
so
okay.
that people should not be distracted. Okay, if you say I am putting like that, because focus should be more on the content. The next major reason is, if you are in the prescription, you are having the drugs which are having the very low margin of safety. Like in the treatment of psychiatry, lithium is commonly used as antidepressant. Or you have got digoxin in the treatment of cardiac disorders. These both drugs are having very low margin of safety, and they are prone to cause drug reactions, adverse drug reactions. Sometimes the drugs which are bundled in the prescriptions, they have the capability to modulate enzyme functions. So either they overpower the enzymes or they attenuate the enzyme activity, and that is the reason that the disposition of the drug in the body is modulated. So either the hyper effect of the drug will be there or hypo effect will be there. There can be another reason for ADR, that some drugs, they shows the saturation kinetics. The meaning of saturation kinetics is this, that if they are metabolized, they have got a particular half-life. But if they are metabolizing and metabolizing enzymes, they are having the slow rate. So to metabolize it, the enzyme takes some time to eliminate them. But in that time, if the higher dose comes, so that extra dose will be there in the life. So the biological half-life of the drug will be elongated. And once it will be elongated due to the saturation of enzyme, then it may cross the therapeutic level and you can get the toxic response. And the last reason of adverse drug reaction is the prolonged period medications, which are normally done to maintain the blood level in therapeutic window. Now, when the drug is given for a prolonged period, there are the changes in the behavior of the body towards the drug. Probably this topic might have been covered by Professor Sanjay Jain when he was teaching you pharmacokinetics. So in that case, if the enzyme shows saturation or the target becomes attenuated, then this kind of the adverse reactions are normal. Now, if you really go to some hospital, you will come to know that virtually the doctor is flooded with the complaints of the drug, that these many ADRs are there, I am finding like that. Especially when you talk to in a hospital OPD or you meet with certain students of PharmD, they will be in a position to tell you that what kind of the problem they are having. Now, the 2/3 of the patient, the simple statistics is there to tell you what is the importance of ADR. 2/3 of patients who are visiting, they are having the prescriptions. So they are regular visitors of it, and across the world, nearly 3 billion OPD prescriptions are released. Now, out of those 3 billion OPD prescriptions, the specialists release almost all on an average 2.3 prescription per visit annually. So the patients who are on the continuous treatment, especially because of the schemes of the government like healthcare sector, whatever they have released, Rajiv Gandhi Yojana and all. So in that case, the statistics of prescription is being changed a lot, and normally whosoever have been issued with a prescription, nearly 90% of the prescriptions are taken by the persons and there is no failure of it. Now, out of those 90% people, nearly 50% of the people are there who are having the prescriptions on chronic basis. Say those are the people who are suffering from diabetes, asthma, or cardiac problem, or renal problems, or hepatic problems. So they are having the prescriptions being used chronically. And one worst part, especially about India and third world country, is this, that people try to use on chronic cases consulting more than two or more than two doctors. And they feel, the common thing is that they feel that taking homeopathic medicine or taking the Ayurvedic medicine are safe, and they want to continue allopathic medicine with these kind of medications. Simultaneously, they continue the home remedies. Say, for example, if someone is suffering from sinusitis, so he is taking antibiotics, and simultaneously grandmother says that you take vapors of some like ajwain and all. So such type of the mixing of the pathies, this is one of the major cause of ADR because they have not been documented very clearly. So the chances of ADR are exponentially increased. Exponentially increased means they are just like radioactive decay when the prescription number increases more than 4. So if you are using multiple prescriptions, then this will be one of the major problems for you. Now, these ADRs are putting a lot of burden on hospitals. So if they are putting a lot of burden on the hospital, the meaning is that the hospital has to take care of writing those ADR in their profile or formulary that if these ADRs are there, then you should not prescribe that drug. So the selection of drug from treatment, it becomes narrow and narrow, and especially in case of the people who are admitted to ICU, the treatment line becomes very selective and narrow and difficult. Now, this next slide is quite interesting. If you observe it, this is the primary worries in primary care. So this is a survey which has been made, excuse me, sorry. This has been made in US, sorry. This has been made in US over more than 1,000 people in a hospital, and it has been observed that what are the reasons for ADR. So left hand side of the graph, it is telling that cost of the prescription, that is one of the major challenge in medications. Second is that people are suffering from pain. The third reason of the treatment problems are the patient receives too many drugs. Fourth reason is the side effect from the medications. So these are all worries to which a physician encounters whenever he is prescribing the drug. But out of those, 4 worries are indicated by an arrow. Those are the things which are having the major concern with us. The first one is side effect from a drug. So in the healthcare treatment or healthcare sector, this aspect is taken care a lot. Second one is complication of the treatment. Now complication of the treatment is sometimes very surprising and it makes you handicapped. The very recent example is our coronavirus treatment. We know that this treatment of coronavirus, it causes the dysfunctioning of respiratory system. And when you have got the respiratory system disorder, then we have the tendency to give corticosteroid. Corticosteroid is one of the drug of choice in treating asthma. So in the initial days of COVID, when the people were having the respiratory insufficiency and there was a difficulty in respiration, doctors have given corticosteroid. But when the corticosteroid were given to the COVID patient, they sink and they collapse. The major reason for this, that the corticosteroid was helping in treating the respiratory syndrome, but on the other hand, corticosteroid was suppressing the immunity. So the immunity becomes less after giving the corticosteroid, and hence there were more deaths in China, and hence then the new guidelines have been issued not to give corticosteroid in improving the condition of the respiratory system. So such type of complication, the treatment is one of the another worry. So third major reason that being given drug that interact. Sometimes the drugs are given which are interact, and their interaction reason is either known to the people or it is not known to the people. So there the question comes whether the interaction should be is an unwarranted thing or this thing can be sometimes compromised. It is a big discussion. So in clinic, when we see drug interaction part, sometimes it is intentionally done also. Because if you don't do, therapy will not be improved. Sometimes it is done with caution because you don't have any option for it in ICU. And sometimes when it is fatal, at that time you should prevent it. So this is another worry, that what decision should be taken when drug interaction is expected. And the fourth major reason is that sometimes totally wrong drug is given. In India, we don't have the transparency for drug treatment very much, especially when the patient is admitted to the hospital. Doctors do not have the time to read the details about the drug, that in what condition what drugs are given or not. Doctors are not aware that what is the history of the patient, which is important from drug interaction point of view, whether he is taking some Ayurvedic drug or home remedy, in what way it will affect. So this particular point becomes of the great concern to the physician, and because of that, fatality are observed in hospital. So I feel everyone is clear that what are the complications of the treatment because of the possibility of drug interactions. So now, if the drug interaction is observed, then what is the defense we will have about it? Because drug interaction is not something to which we should really feel happy about it. So if you look at the sequence, that if you are having the drug interaction, drug A and drug B, so what might be the possible things? First step is that the drug which is prescribed by a doctor, he is having the knowledge of it. So the blue part which you are finding on the slide, that is known as the prescriber knowledge. He is having. So if the prescriber is having the knowledge of it, he can have a defense of it, whether I should give it or I should not give, or I should give with caution. So this thing should be seen at that step. But number of drugs are increased so many, their combinations have become so many possibilities are there. Under that tension, you can't expect a doctor to know about those drugs and their combination in detail. So nowadays, the drug interaction component is seen on computer, and this computer screens the combination of this drug. Such type of the websites are available, and hence the doctor has the aid, or the pharmacist has got the possibility to check the interaction prior to be prescribed in a hospital or in OPD. Then even though if it goes unnoticed, the next check is there, that is the pharmacist. So the pharmacist who is issuing the drug, or who is the dispensing the drug, he has got one defense door. He can check the interaction, and if it is there, he can make either physicians cautious or to the patient to make them cautious that this thing should be taken with caution. Then there is one aspect, that is the patient risk factor. Sometimes when the drug interaction becomes obvious and you can't handle it, then you should make patient aware of that risk. Especially it is true when you have the prescription using the drugs like warfarin, which is used as anticoagulant, and this anticoagulant becomes mandatory in certain cardiac cases. And at that time, patient has a very high risk. And this high risk should be treated with great education to the patient, and that job is the job of a pharmacist, as well as the job of the physician to make him aware. One interesting point which is not covered under defense is pharmacogenetics. Pharmacogenetics deals with your genetic system or patient's genetic system, which is unknown to the patient as well as to the doctor. They don't know that in what way your genetic system has worked to produce antibodies in your body or enzyme in your body. So if the drug is given, it's a foreign substance, it's a xenobiotic, and when it goes in your body, how body will respond, that we don't know. The common example we have seen, the acetylators. So some patients, they are having the abundance of acetylating enzyme. Some patients do not have the abundance of acetylating enzyme. So they metabolize or they acetylate drug at different speed. So if some are slow acetylator, then it becomes very common that drug disposition in those patients will be very slow, and hence there will be enough chances that in those patients either duration of the effect will be more or the side effect will be seen very early in common dose. But this domain can never become the part of the defense. Now, second aspect of defense is latent failures. So you can see three cards are there. The cards related to the drug administration, card related to the patient education, and card related to monitoring. You have got the drug prescribed, patient has taken the drug, and after that drug interaction took place. And when it took place, patient tells you that drug interactions are there. So in that case, you have got only three alternatives with you to handle the ADR. First alternative is this, that in future, the drug administration should be controlled. Either the dose should be decreased, dose should be increased, route of administration should be changed, combination should be modified, the drug should be seen as their alternative of molecule itself or dosage form itself. So these kind of the possibilities are there which have the handling of ADR but after administration. The second thing.
Sorry to interrupting you, sir.
Hello.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry to interrupting you. We have only 2 minutes left for this session. All faculty and students are requesting you to join again by using same ID and password.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Nilesh.
We have only 2 minutes left for this session, sir. So
okay.
I requesting all faculty and students, they have to join again by using same ID and password.
Okay. For me also, I will have to join again.
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So I terminate this session here.
No, it automatically terminates, sir.
It will, no. So after I can take a break of 5 minutes.
Yeah, you may take, sir.
Okay.
सर माउस को ऊपर ले जाइए आप एक बार टच करिए टॉप पे
ले गया स्टॉप
वहां पे देखिए यस
I
सर
got a stop share. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good number of participants are there. Thank you very much. So should I keep myself on mute now?
No sir, Nilesh sir is going to present. Nilesh sir, please continue. Nilesh sir will share his screen now. While ma'am continue.
Hello.
Hello, yes ma'am.
Payal ma'am, please continue.
Huh, sir, am I audible to everyone? You are supposed to share the screen. Yeah. Thank you, Maurya sir. Thank you for sparing such a time with us, valuable time, and giving us your valuable information. This shows how depth knowledge you have in your sector, and we are very fortunate enough to have you with us. And in future also, we look forward to see you. And I thank on behalf of our management, my director, Dr. Jitendra Banveer, all my seniors, and special thanks to for inviting you so that we can know you and we can have your knowledge, and technical expert Dr. Nilesh Jain, and interacting your session Dr. Sukhman Singh. I thank everybody, all the participants over here, and thank you so much, sir, for this session.
Thank you very much, madam.
And sir, this is the certificate that we have prepared for you.
Yes, sir, sorry. Yeah, this is a certificate of appreciation. Yeah, Sukhman sir, please.
We could not present it in person, sir, but of course, then Dr. Nilesh will send you over email. And when the time permits, we will definitely try to send a hard copy of the certificate. So thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Nilesh. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Have a nice time.
Thank you very much.
बहुत शुभकामनाएं. Thank you.
अरे आपको भी.
Happy birthday, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
With the permission of all dignitaries and senior faculty and student participate, I just leave this meeting now.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nilesh.
Thank you.
पतली कटरी को कितने अंदाजा मतलब
सर ड्रग मॉलिक्यूल के ऊपर तो एक भी नहीं है।